This is Follow Your Path, and I come to you from one of my favorite alpine lakes in Montana on this gorgeous fall day. I hope that you are doing well. I know that you are exactly where you need to be on your journey, whatever your emotional state you find yourself in. And I'm grateful that you're here. And I took my camera out to make this video while I'm in this really peaceful place because, as I've mentioned before, the best things that I can share that bring value to you are going to be when I'm in a place of peace, when I'm in nature, when I'm, maybe I just meditated or I just got off of a session with a client, taking that energy and bringing it onto here so that it's coming through the words that I'm speaking so that they can resonate with you. And something that was coming through on the hike up here was to allow life to bless you. How is that done? You allow life to bless you in its entirety when you start to bless yourself. When you start to change the inner narrative, the dialogue that you have with yourself. When you start to see the value that you inherently have without even having to do anything, because you are a piece of creation. You are a piece of source, of God, of the universe, expressing itself. And that inherently has so much value. And when you can align with the truth of knowing that about yourself, that's when the mirror that is reality can start to just simply give that back to you. As I've mentioned before on here, this is a big algorithm that delivers to you where your attention is. Which is why if you prioritize things like peace, prioritize things like well-beingness, and you bring your focus to those things, you will get more of that. And I went from a place of always moving fast, always thinking I needed to get somewhere in this like rush, kind of frantic energy, which is born out of stress responses and feeling like you're not where you need to be or where you should be. All of these things, just an illusion, but you realize that your life is being unconsciously created from there. And right now, this incredible opportunity for us to align with life, with the co-creative dance that is calling us out onto the dance floor. I was at a wedding recently and I noticed there was a lot of people that were stifled, that were not going onto the dance floor, or they were trying to chug as much alcohol as they could to start feeling comfortable to even go out there. And that reminded me of this is the dance floor. And I was afraid of that dance floor for a very long time. I would rather just kind of shell up within myself or take refuge inside of my home and not engage and participate with life because I was lost in the material consciousness. I was lost in this place of, and a lot of old souls find themselves here, right? It's like, I don't fit in, I don't belong here, I don't want to play this game. And for so long, and I know I'm speaking to a lot of people here, you felt tired, you felt you don't know how to play this game, that you don't want to, that this reality isn't for you, that the density here just isn't enjoyable and it's not fun. And to that, I said, when you're coming from that place, it's like, absolutely. And one of the reasons that psychedelics was such a big thing for me is because it popped me out of that box, and it opened me up to greater possibilities and also connection with life, where I actually felt and understood that I'm in a co-creative production here, and that life would way rather have me being in my fullest expression and shining my light and creating the dream and the vision that's inside of me, realizing the excitement that's inside of me, waking up every day and not going down the same reality tunnel, not building the same reality tunnel through unconscious thought and through lack of awareness. This is why people like Plato said the unexamined life is not worth living. That could have been Socrates. I get the two mixed up. The point is that if you're not choosing, something else is going to choose for you, whether it's your past programming, whether it's the people in your environment, whether it's your workspace, wherever you find yourself. And when you're in that place, there's a lot of darkness because you're not able to embody or feel or get a sense of who you actually are. And when you're disconnected from that, there's a lot of symptoms that come with it, like depression, like anxiety, like little me perception of like, oh, I'm just on this earth trying to get by and survive. And that's what we're purging out of our awareness, is those constraints. And again, as I said in one of my other videos, that is it's a limitation game that at the soul level is like, ooh, that'd be so fun to dive into those lower dimensions and find my way out. That would be a fun game to play as we go through this infinite dance, this infinite adventure, right? So when you lose sight of that, that's when things get very dark. When you walk away from the creator, from the source, into that darkness, and you descend into the material realm, and all of your energy gets trapped in the root area, that game sucks, and that is scary, and that is not a place that you want to be. And so the point of these videos, and a big part of why I'm here on the planet, is to help people come out of that. Because I really, it's like the prodigal son story, right? Like the son who left the palace, left yet everything, and then ventured into the city and eventually found himself in pig slop and with the farm animals and just like the lowest of the low, until he decided to go back to his father's house. And that's what a lot of us are doing right now. We've walked the path of darkness for a while. The path of feeling lost, confused, and trapped in that lower density, that lower nature part of ourselves, and not tapped into our divine nature. Or what you can also run into is you're up here, you're up in the astral realms, and you're dancing with the angels, and you're not grounded into the earth plane. So you're like just constantly fluctuating, and that's unsettling, and that doesn't feel peaceful. So there's different ends of the spectrum that you could find yourself on, and different games that you could be playing out. I did both, so I can speak to those very well. I think that people who are more spiritually based or minded or aware find themselves, playing up here and being floaty and up here, and their game is to ground back in, right? So it's all balance. It's all the yin and the yang, and finding that nice balance for yourself where your body feels safe, where that's the soul consciousness, the soul awareness is guiding the body, not the other way around, because that's also not a fun game to play when the body's doing it or the ego's doing it. So I cannot emphasize enough, guys, that we're in a very special time. And it's a time that we know, somewhere deep inside of us knows we came here for this, so that we could unravel an entirely new era. The old constructs are gone. They are dissolving right before our eyes. And do not let yourself get caught in the illusion of the fear and some of these things that you might notice a lot of other people around you are being caught up in. Taking in material that promotes fear, getting this sense of destruction, and you're gonna lose something. You're gonna be worse than what it was before. No. Send your energy towards the truth, which is thank you, source, thank you, creator, for taking away that which is no longer in resonance with these higher energies that are coming in. And I say these things as sometimes from more of a love and light place, but let's not be naive here. There is absolutely spiritual warfare occurring. We can't ignore that. That is happening. There's a fight for control of your attention and your awareness. And again, from a higher level, that's part of the game. To not get caught in that, and to pull yourself out of that sludgy, control matrix sort of mechanism that wants to keep people at the consumer level, not recognizing that they're creators that are aligned with all of life, in touch with nature. Because when you come into nature, you will remember. Nature will embrace you and help you remember and ground back in to the knowingness of who you are. It's so important to give that to yourself when you can. So, as I said, that spiritual warfare, there is a your value, which is your attention, which is your awareness, which is coveted by those who want to maintain these control systems. And you have got to do whatever it is that you need to do. Meditation, daily journaling, keeping track of where your awareness is and what your behaviors are demonstrating. And are you creating? Are you expressing yourself? Are you dancing? Are you singing? Prioritizing these things, or else you are very subjected to these outer control influences. And we have got to come together and support each other in this, because what we're up against is it's powerful, but it has nothing on us when we know who we are. I will not sit here and say that that's out there is not very powerful and seductive and alluring, and is very good at steering your awareness away from who you are. But when we band together and when we're taking it upon ourselves, and our daily behaviors are staying in that place of devotion, of alignment with the Creator, with Source, with nature, unstoppable we become. That was like a Yoda thing. Unstoppable we become. And that's where this is going. And I know if you're watching this, you can feel that, you can sense it, and that's why you're still here. A bunch of other people maybe logged off a little bit earlier, but you're still here. So that's what I really want to share, is we get to experience this earth plane not from the fear, not from the patterns and behaviors that our ancestors experienced that were then transferred through the genetic line and then unfolding again through us. A lot of us are recycling those things, and now this is about freedom. This is about disentangling yourself from that programming so that you can actually get the experience that you came here to have. Because there is nothing better, my friends, than you getting to live as the real you. There's no greater feeling, there's no greater sense of fulfillment, there's no greater experience you could have on the earth plane than being the unique, beautiful you that you are, and not getting lost in the ego stuff, not getting lost in that control system, not getting lost in the mind virus, because there's the natives call that Watiko, the mind virus that has you believe that you are just little me, there's nothing you can do, you have no power, you're a victim. And look at out there, like beyond this beautiful nature, how much is that perpetuated? Victim consciousness. Oh, you poor you, life isn't fair, like this happened to you, like let the government fix it, let us help you with that. And it tries to keep you in that spell, that hypnotic place of agreeing to something like that. Oh, maybe I am a victim. Maybe I'm never going to get out of this. Maybe it's just not meant for me in this lifetime to experience the power and the beauty and the resiliency inside of me. No. You're here to get to live as you. And that is the most value that you can bring to this planet, which is authenticity, which is the highest energetic vibration that there is. Beyond love, beyond gratitude, beyond all the other things, it's authenticity. It's you. That's the sauce. That's what you want to send all of your energy towards and give to your conversations on the daily, to infuse everything that you're doing with that, instead of just the mindlessness, instead of the confusion and the how do I and the I'm not where I want to be. You are exactly where you need to be. An acceptance of that, and then the intention of I'm moving forward into something that is way greater than I ever could have imagined, and I say yes to life. Show me how I can be an instrument for that divine energy to come through and express in ways that help humanity, that help my community, that bring light here. Let me be an instrument for that, and let that be your prayer. Let that be the thing that you feel from the deepest place of your heart, and bring that out and watch the magic that unfolds from there. Because what you have is so special for all of us. It's so special. It's a puzzle piece that needs to fit in for all of this to work. And you can delay that, but it's inevitable. You're going to go there. So my invitation is, let's all go there together right now, because this is the time. Love you guys. Thank you for, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started here, and I know you are too. So until next time, peace within is peace without. Go forth and be merry. I'll see you soon.